Hi friends, welcome to Konexio Technical Insight. I am Rahul Randeria. I would be conducting today's show. Today we would be discussing regarding the trends, the setups, the technical indicators, the candlestick pattern in Nifty, Bank Nifty as well as on the different asset classes. Now first of all let us discuss what we have mentioned in our last video. In our last video we have mentioned that the primary trend remains to be intact, that is positive. We might see some sort of cool off, but that cool off should be used as a buying opportunity. Market did corrected initially, then some sort of we have seen initially for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we have seen a rally, and then from Thursday and Friday we have seen some sort of selling coming in from the higher levels on the back of the international markets. So almost most probably market behaved or market performed on our expected lines, and slightly market on Friday ended on a negative note. But as I said, that primary trend is still intact. And now let us go to the daily charts of the Nifty, and we'll try to figure out what is the pattern that is formed on the daily charts, and we'll try to analyze what could be the trend for the next week. So now let us go to the Nifty daily charts. This is the Nifty daily charts. Now you can see this rising channel which we have been discussing from June July month, and markets have been moving in this particular channel, making higher tops, higher bottoms. Currently, as we have seen that RSI was slightly overbought, we have seen some sort of cool off, and since last two and a half weeks, we have seen market moving sideways to slightly in a corrective mode. But definitely, what we have been saying, and we stick to that particular stand, that primary trend is still intact, and any dips would be used as a buying opportunity. Now let us discuss this particular chart. We have seen that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday market ended on a positive territory, and then Thursday and Friday Nifty corrected and ended on a negative note. This is the daily charts. Now let us see what it is formed on the weekly charts. So you can see weekly chart is a bearish candle with an upward shadow. You can see this particular shadow, this line, which is called as a shadow. Selling pressure was seen at the higher levels, but on the contrary, you can see here is the multiple support zone. This candle, you can see the high, and this candle low is almost similar. So as I said that on the downside, maybe 18,133 is an immediate support, and that could be used, or that could be uh, converted, or that could be told that it could be a strong support at those particular levels. So definitely the 18,100 could act as an immediate support from these levels. Now let us again go to the daily charts, and let us see where is the cluster zone of the support. Now this is the cluster zone. You can see the cluster area of the charts, the candlestick pattern. You can see the cursor. So almost it is coming similar, 18,133 or 18,120. So we'll take a round figure that 18,100 could act as a very strong support on the downside. So after a two weeks of correction, you can see that red candle, most of the red candles in the last 10 trading days from here. So maybe in next one or two trading sessions, we might see Nifty finding support at the lower levels, and from there we might see again Nifty bouncing. So definitely initially Monday or Tuesday we might see some sort of cool off in the Nifty, because Dow Jones had also ended slightly on a negative note. So now let us discuss the important supports and resistance level in Nifty for the next week. So in Nifty, the first support is placed at 18,133. Below that, the second support is placed at 17,969, and third support is placed at 17,838. Whereas on the upside, the first resistance is around 18,440. Above that, second resistance is around 18,652, and third resistance is around 18,728. These are the important supports and resistance level in Nifty. Traders should follow this, or just try to figure out these particular levels when Nifty approaches those levels, and try to trade in the direction of the trend. Now friends, let us discuss the derivatives segment of Nifty. We'll try to understand and we'll try to study the derivatives data of Nifty calls and puts, maybe open interest, implied volatility, uh, then volumes, and we'll try to figure out what could be the strong support in the Nifty and what could be the major resistance on the upside. So now let us discuss the Nifty option data. In option data, you will try to figure out what could be the support in Nifty and what could be the resistance in the Nifty by analyzing the Nifty option derivative data. Now in Nifty call option, the action was seen in 18,300 calls, then 18,400 calls, 18,500 calls, and 18,600 calls. Here you can see there has been rise in the volumes, there has been rise in the open interest. Implied volatility is in a comfort zone, so low implied volatility. It is between 10.27 and 11.32. Slightly we have seen that there has been a drop in the option premium. That was because on Thursday and Friday, Nifty has corrected from particular highs, the swing highs. So because of that, we have seen that the smart money might have started writing Nifty out of the money calls, thinking about that market might correct from those levels, and market corrected from the higher levels. So definitely from these levels, on the upside, the major resistance you can see, the concentration of the volume is around 18,400 calls. So that could act as a major resistance on the immediate basis. If we see Nifty breaking 18,400 on the upside, then we might see a sharp short covering rally in Nifty from above 18,400 calls. So definitely this could act as a major resistance on the upside. Now let us discuss what we have observed in Nifty puts. So now let us discuss the Nifty puts data. In Nifty puts, you can see the action was seen in 18,200 puts, then below that 18,100 puts, then 18,000 puts, then 17,900 puts. Now here you can see the action was seen in the volumes, rise in the volumes, rise in the open interest. Implied volatility is in comfort zone. It is between 11.51 to 12.60. The option, the premium of the option is slightly positive, so not much of the action was seen. But from these data, we can clearly see that the major concentration of the volume is around 18,200 puts. So 18,200 would be the immediate support in Nifty. If that is broken, then Nifty might drift down to or correct till the levels of 18,000, which is the psychological mark. And as well as you can see on the volume front, that major part of the concentration of the volume, second major part of the volume was around 18,000 put. So definitely on the downside, immediate support would be around 18,200, and if it breaks, then next support would be 18,000. So looking at this particular data, we feel that next week, at least for the next week, 18,000 might not be breached. It would take a strong support from those levels. So most probably, as I said, looking at the charts, that 18,100 to 18,000 would act as a, between this particular range, could act as a major support. So that could be the area where one should try to go long at the lower levels. So looking at this particular data, we have a view that the strategy should be buy on dips in Nifty around 18,000, between 18,000 to 18,100 levels. Now let us discuss the Bank Nifty daily charts. So now let us discuss the Bank Nifty daily charts. On the Bank Nifty daily charts, you will see that we have been discussing this particular pattern since last couple of months, and Bank Nifty is also making higher tops, higher bottoms, trading firm. And as we have seen in the last video, that Bank Nifty is stronger than Nifty, and it is already visible on the charts that Bank Nifty has not corrected into the with the context of Nifty. So definitely Bank Nifty might find strong support at the lower levels. Now you can see that RSI has given a negative crossover from the upside. So looking at this particular charts, we might see some sort of cool off initially, maybe or Monday or Tuesday. But again, this is the cluster zone of the supports. You can see here. So in between this cluster zone, we might see strong support in Bank Nifty. in the next week. Now this is the daily charts. Yes, the charts are showing some sort of weakness, but as I said, Bank Nifty is stronger than Nifty. So I don't think so. More downside is seen in the Bank Nifty from this particular level. Some sort of cool off could be seen, further cool off, maybe 1% from these levels. But looking at this particular charts, we don't feel that we might see a major correction in Bank Nifty. Now this is the daily charts. Now let us discuss what is the weekly charts, which is indicating on the candlestick pattern for. Now this is the weekly charts. It is inverted hammer with a long shadow on the upside. The strong support area in the Bank Nifty is around 42,948. So from this for this particular level, 42,900 could act as a major support in Bank Nifty from this particular levels, because this is the cluster zone and we don't think that a major downfall could be seen in Bank Nifty from these levels. So definitely one needs to see particular trend at least on Monday, first half of the Monday, and from downside if we see that Bank Nifty testing the levels of 42,900, whether it is bouncing from those levels, that one needs to watch out minutely on Monday. Now let us discuss the important supports and resistance level in Bank Nifty. The first support in the Bank Nifty is placed around 42,948, which is the first support as we have discussed now. Below that, the second support is around 42,740, and below that, the third support is around 42,222. Whereas on the upside, the first resistance in Bank Nifty is placed around 43,598. Above that, the second resistance is around 43,767, and third resistance is around 44,151. These are the important supports and resistance level in Bank Nifty. Traders should try to follow these levels and trade in the direction of the breakout. Now friends, let us discuss the option data of Bank Nifty. You will see on the screen, in Bank Nifty call option data, the action was seen in, you can see 43,500 calls, then 44,000 calls, then 44,500 calls. Now here you can see there has been a rise in the open interest, rise in the volumes. Implied volatility is in comfort zone between 10.70 to 13.96. But there has been a drop in Bank Nifty option premium. This drop was only because of we have seen a sell-off in the markets on Thursday and Friday. So smart money might have started writing out of the money Bank Nifty calls, thinking that at least for the next week, markets are not going to inch higher from those particular levels. And you can see the concentration of volume, as 40 lakhs of volume concentration of volume was seen in 43,500 calls. So on immediate basis, that could act as a major resistance. If that is broken on the upside, 43,500, then we might see Bank Nifty inching sharply from sharp short coverage could be seen above those particular 43,500 mark on Bank Nifty. So most probably that could act as a major resistance. If that is broken, that second resistance level would be 44,000. So looking at this data, we feel that those who want to trade long should wait for Bank Nifty to cross 43,500 and then only try to create long positions, those who are swing traders or short-term traders. Now let us discuss the Bank Nifty puts. In Bank Nifty puts, we will try to figure out what could act or what level could act as a strong support, looking at the derivatives data. Now here Nifty puts, the action was seen in 43,000 puts, then 42,500 puts, then 42,000 puts. Now here you can clearly see that the action was seen in this particular puts. There has been a rise in the open interest, there has been a rise in the volumes. Implied volatility here is slightly rising. It is between 12.53 to 15.15. Still, this is in a comfort zone. But as I said, if Bank Nifty corrects further from these levels, then this implied volatility might shoot up higher. and that might take bank Nifty implied volatility into a danger zone. And from those levels, we might see starting of the writing of Bank Nifty puts. So now, looking at this data, we feel that you know you can see from the current levels that looking at the volumes, the major concentration of the volume is in 43,000 puts. So that could act as a major strong support area. If that is breached, then only Bank Nifty might correct towards the level of 42,500, where the another volume concentration is seen. But most probably, I feel that 43,000 could act as a very strong support because there has been a lots and lots of open interest built up at those levels. So if Bank Nifty corrects to those particular levels, 43,000 or 42,900, that area could act as a major support from these levels. So looking at this particular charts and derivative data of Bank Nifty, the strategy should be buy on dips. So overall, as I said, the buying area on the indices in Nifty would be between 18,100 to 18,000, and in Bank Nifty 43,000 to 42,900. This is the range where one should try to build up long positions on the downside, because already in the last 10 trading sessions in Nifty has corrected. Bank Nifty is stronger than Nifty. It has just corrected 3 days from its top. So definitely Bank Nifty could pull the Nifty also on the upside from the lower levels, or we might see a sharp bounce back from the lower levels which we have discussed. Now friends, let us discuss the final segment of our show, which is positional call. I've identified one stock from mid cap. The name of the stock is Gravita. Now let us go to the daily chart of Gravita and we'll try to see what is the pattern on the daily charts and what returns could this particular stock can give in the long run. Now here you can see this is the daily charts. There has been a rise in the volumes. You can see the rise in the volume has come after a very long period of time. Very long period of time. And that volume has also come near or just above its lifetime high. So something what we call a positive change has been coming, might be coming in this particular stock, which might which might set a tone of this particular stock to be long-term bullish at these levels. Now, conservatively, even if we take, let me draw a horizontal line so that we might have a clear view what is the pattern that is formed. Now, this is the horizontal line. This was the lifetime high which was formed in February 2022. After a long consolidation, this is formed as or called as a rounding bottom. At breakout, there has been a strong volumes. Again, stock rallied, and this is the pullback. Now, if we take maximum chart or monthly chart, you can clearly see this is the lifetime chart of the stock. This stock has given a rounding bottom breakout. Even you can see this is the rounding bottom, or this was the rounding bottom. The breakout was around 199. When that breakout happened near 200 mark, stock has rallied from 200 till 400. The stock has almost doubled and stock has rallied very sharply. Now this is the weekly charts. Now let us again go to the daily charts. Why I am just showing this particular monthly, daily and weekly charts, so that we will have a clear view what could be the trend or what is the pattern of the stock which has given returns in the past, and looking at that particular pattern, what could be the return generated in the future. So as I said earlier, when stock has formed a rounding bottom breakout at 200, that stock has almost doubled from those particular breakout. Now again similar pattern has formed, which is rounding bottom, and again stock has given a breakout at 396 mark. Stock has rallied towards the level of 467. Now for long term, the stock has become more positive. Currently the stock is quoting or trading around 424 marks. So from here, I would suggest long-term investors, swing traders, positional traders to buy this stock on dips to 400. Wait for some days, let the stock to correct till 400 or just start buying between 410 to 400 for an upside target of 500 in long term. This is the mid cap stop. One should buy or one should have a view of long term. So definitely investors can accumulate the stock in the range of 410 to 400 for an upside target of 500 in long term. So thank you very much friends for watching the show. Any suggestion you can give in the comment box, and have a nice trading week. Thank you.